And we are back here, RVT Game Crew, with Mystical Ninja starring Goemon as we creep into our first castle.
In first person. Oh, he just went that way.
No, it's in slow motion.
And this is a room where many people grind for money.
Well, it makes sense. I'm assuming the pots regenerate themselves.
Yep, every time you leave the room, pots regenerate, get more money. And
Insert
you will
Lindsay
need
Sterling as Link from Legend of Zelda.
Yep. And you will need this money later on in the game at 2 occasions. I would say the minimum you'll need in this game, I think, is like 3,000 Ryu. So be sure
Let's
to
get it out of the way. Money, money, yeah.
Of course.
Of course, millions of dollars.
Don't even start.
And here's how you can just sort of fail attacking enemy with a chain by when star blocks are nearby.
You got that key.
Yes, sir. We're going to get into our first main room of the castle. Getting the keys is never too difficult, especially here since this is almost a tutorial castle. And now we get our first big mook. I like to call her the Big Mama.
We're in Big Mama's house.
Oh, yes.
Oh, really? Boo. I hate that movie.
Well, the first one.
I do too, but the joke's there.
I like the first one.
First one's okay, but after that it just got stupid.
There was a second one?
And there was a third one.
And then came Medea.
Ugh. Taking a bad idea and making it worse. You
Yeah,
ride these turtles, and you get, once again, another fortune doll.
Just call them lucky cats.
It says fortune doll.
They're lucky cats.
And it was on that green platform where there you can get Mr. Elephant, which serves as the dungeon map. But I'll never need it, so I won't be getting it.
It's like those people who play Legend of Zelda so many times they never need the maps anymore. They just get them if they're there.
I honestly always get the maps in Zelda just out of habit, but I never need the elephants for this.
There's
However, we are going to see... Yep. And here we're going to see something familiar to Zelda fans. The floor attacking.
Oh, yes.
And you have to destroy...
It's tatami tiles.
Oh, yes. And you must destroy...
Or this could be a Spoonie's worst nightmare. The floor! Dun dun dun!
Yes. You must destroy 4 of those boards to get that key. Could go across the gap, but first let's go over here. Oop. You see the disadvantage of using a chain pipe sometimes.
Yeah. Longer range, but lower accuracy.
At least close range.
Yeah.
And yet another room where you must kill all the mooks.
Yeah, the Zelda influence is really making itself known here.
Oh, so awesome, I killed the mook off screen.
The lovely power of 3D gaming, ladies and gentlemen. Truly, it is the future.
Yes, the camera, ladies and gentlemen, will be a hindrance at some moments.
I think that's the one thing that kind of killed this game's success in the States. As, you know, Japanese fans, they love Ganbare Goemon very much. So any game from that series is a gem to them. But to us in the States, you know, we'd only seen the Mystical Ninja one time. And so this game kind of needed to be a good game for it to succeed. And unfortunately, too many flaws. Now, it's still a decent game overall, but too many flaws for people to not notice.
But people went, Mario's better, and then destroyed it.
Pretty much. Because the Goemon series is still, I believe, it's still continuing in Japan.
Yeah, in Japan it's still going, as far as I know.
As far as they haven't at least made another attempt yet.
I do know that they made a DS Goemon game, so they at least made it that far.
Yeah. Didn't they remake this game for a system, too?
I have no idea, but it wouldn't surprise me. I honestly would like to see this game get a virtual console release.
All right.
And here are the elevators that take us to the
So
next
wait,
floor.
you're not playing. You're playing this on a legal console?
Note the hesitation in his voice.
Yes, I'm playing this on a legal American console. This is American released.
For a
this
second, I
isn't
was
a
expecting a
fan
shh out of him.
No. This game was released in America. I do know that. Again, I actually rented this game a long time ago when I was a kid.
And now we have our next enemy, sort of drummers that fire, of course, silver balls.
It's invasion of the Tommy Lees.
Go and get yourself some water. Now, when I originally played this game, I think I got about just a little bit after the, I think it's the second boss battle, but at least the first one involving a certain you-know-what. T-Dub, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, yes. I'm talking about the battle. I'm just trying not to spoil it for the people.
Yeah,
The big battle?
The big battle. That, you know which one I'm talking about.
And of course, one thing you gotta love about early 3D games, 2D sprites.
Mm-hmm.
Still being used to save space.
Makes sense. I mean, back the Nintendo 64, as powerful as it was, it's not like today's machines that can render everything in full 3D at real time.
Yeah. However, I do like the look of these sprite spike balls. They look very shiny.
Yeah, and again, it moves around in the 3D plane, and it rotates in such a way that you don't really notice that it's a 2D sprite. And I think that's how the 64 got around a lot of its limitations, was to do stuff like that. I mean, by today's standards, yeah, it looks shoddy and stupid, but back in the day, that was pretty smart.
Well, take notice of the hand, because after we beat the boss, you can go back and get a fortune doll from behind it. And here, we do not need to kill the enemies. We can just grab the key and leave.
Why did you kill the enemies then?
Because you're in the way.
I killed some of them because, they were in the way, but other than the enemies, I just sort of didn't have the time for.
Yeah, there was like 3 or 4 enemies still left in there when he left the room.
And now, once again, must deal with scarecrows.
Where's the Tin Man?
Where's Batman?
I'm Batman.
And then, of course, there you saw Mr. Elephant, which serves as the equivalent of the compass. And here we have a ninja.
Because Japan.
I believe that's the only time you see a ninja in the game, probably a couple times more. It's not very common.
Well, by all technical standards, Goemon here is a ninja.
Yeah, by technical standards.
Yeah. Hell, he's more of a ninja than Naruto. Hey-o!
Hey-o!
Well, I suppose red does blend in better than orange.
Anything blends in better than bright neon orange. And if any of you Narutards out there try to call me out on that and say it's not bright neon, fuck you. Okay.
It may not be neon, but it's flippin' bright.
Ever the one to make friends.
Hey. I don't think I'll say this now. Naruto's not that bad a series, especially after Shippuden kicks in. But guys, seriously, it's not the greatest thing since sliced bread.
And here we meet one of the first sort of lead mooks.
Ah, yes, Baron. Though he calls himself Baron, I'd say he's more Bravo.
He is very fabulous. With his Sgt. Pepper marching band uniform.
And that hair.
Or whatever's left of it.
Yeah, right?
What is this? Beat meets glam meets...
And he can spin away.
Tim Curry?
I wouldn't doubt it.
Anyone get? I was getting a Culture Club vibe from that guy.
That or Rocky Orr.
Oh, you know who Culture Club was, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
I do not.
Do you really want to hurt me?
Oh, that.
Yeah, that guy.
Do you really want to make me cry?
And here we have our first boss, Congo, which is probably one of the easiest bosses in video game history. Because his main fire attack cannot hurt you if you're right under him.
And look,
Wow.
his weakness is right there. Punch him in the chin. Right on the button.
Punch him in the Jay Leno.
Boom. Yep, just punch it. Just keep hitting him. Avoid the jump rope lasers, as I call them. That's pretty much what you're doing, just playing jump rope.
Yeah, this boss is pathetically easy. Wow.
They do get better, thankfully.
Well, I mean, for somebody who's not very keen on action games, this boss may appear challenging, but obviously, if you know this,
Yes, this boss fight to me, for its difficulty or lack thereof, is way too long. Anyways, as you were saying.
Wait, did you put the Knight Rider theme in there?
No, I literally just sped this up.
I just heard the Knight Rider theme in the music.
That's very strange because all I did was speed up the footage.
Go back later on and play that back and listen, and I swear, here, there's like I heard the Knight Rider.
The things we
And by the way, skip this part. In fact, never play it again.
And here we have our first plot MacGuffin, the Miracle Moon. Anyways, as you were saying about adventure games.
By the way, not to be confused by the Harvest Moon.
Nah.
I was expecting a Sailor Moon reference out of you, Maddie.
I know, right? You guys talk Harvest Moon, talk to my wife, Lady K.
Obvious.
You not obvious? Cue Shawn Michaels laugh here. Peach Beam.
Yes.
Oh, the jokes I can make.
Peach Beam. How many times are we get? I swear to God, switch.
There is a
switch
Peach.
the
There is a Peach theme.
Put a dress somewhere in there, for God's sakes. Jeez. Matter of fact, that lady in that kimono kind of looks like Peach's dress.
There you go. There's your Peach.
Of course, we could say this is one of those "but thou must" choices.
Oh yes, that illusion of choice is like, yeah, of course you're gonna say yes. So if you say no, you're an idiot.
If you say no, you'll just get put into a loop until you say yes. Now we have a super pass.
No, you gotta do it right. A super pass.
Yes.
Thank you, Tony Chimmel. Thank you, Tony Chimmel.
Yes, we are pretty much at the end of this part. Just complete the castle. Our next episode we'll be seeing our first big battle, as we refer to it, and we'll get more fortune dolls. So join us then, and until then, just enjoy Goemon looking at the camera creepily and trying to creep up on us.
Goemon is watching you masturbate.
All the time, every time, all the time.
You cannot run, you cannot hide. He is always watching.
See you next time, ladies and gentlemen.